Hey everyone, we're TowawayCouple. I'm Tom, the driver.
And I'm Bunny, the Google expert.
The Google expert.
And Wikipedia.
So why are you the Google expert?
Because I Google and I Wikipedia wherever we're going so I can find something cool to do.
All right, so we could sightsee.
Yes.
Okay. Do you realize we're almost Twinkies? I'm a lighter gray, but
I did it on purpose.
So this last dispatch, this video is going to be about driving with your spouse.
Correct.
Okay, our significant other or whatever the person may be.
Whatever they are to you.
So this dispatch, you got the new TikTok leggings.
I did. I did. We had fun with those too.
The TikTok leggings emphasize your rear end.
Yes.
And it was so fun because we would go into truck stops and then Bunny would go in to get the receipt from the fuel island or whatever. And I would just sit there and just watch like people all stop to stare at her butt.
You know what? You're driving a long time. You got to have fun.
You got to have fun.
You got to do things outside the box.
So the TikTok leggings were such a hit. And
heck, I even had the waitress at Denny's come up and ask me, "Oh my God, where did you get them?" I'm like, "Amazon."
She goes, "Are those the TikTok leggings?"
She goes, "Do they really make your rear end look really good?" I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah, she wasn't even our waitress. She waited till our waitress left and came sliding in.
I like to say it was the squats, but we drive for a living.
But no, I'll tell you what, I am sold on those TikTok leggings.
Of course you are.
I'll put a picture up.
No.
No, if you pump and fuel.
Pump and fuel. Yes, I pump gas.
I mean, Bunny's pump and fuel. You're not gas. We have a diesel.
Sorry.
And God forbid those truckers will say, it's not gas, it's not diesel, it's fuel. So a lot of testosterone in this business. So anyway, Bunny was pumping gas, diesel or whatever. Anyway, I'm over here taking pictures for our Instagram. And there's like 2 trucks deep behind us. And they were thinking, what the hell are they doing?
I was posing.
She was posing. I'd already filled up, but I wanted to get a picture. But I did say that you know how to fuel.
Right. See?
Bunny usually sits inside while I'm out there freezing.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of people contact us and ask us about, their wife wants to ride with them or something like that, and they wanted to know how
the husband wants to ride with her.
Right.
Because he's retired and...
Yeah, you know what? Don't call us weird or whatnot, but we actually like to be together.
I wonder if they could see where my eyes are. So anyway.
But yeah, we actually like to be together. We enjoy driving together, and that's why I don't have my own vehicle. And that's why if I do drive a motorhome, it's sporadic. It's not all the time.
On the way.
Yes.
And it's not past where I drop off the trailer. It's before we drop off the trailer. So we're not driving further on 2 vehicles, only getting paid for 1.
Right. Now, and 2, you know what? When I went into my orientation, I was in with another female who was going to do the same thing. She did not realize.
Well, let's explain the story because that's jumping halfway through.
I know. I want to keep it short and sweet, right?
We're going to keep it short and sweet, but we don't want to just give the ending with no beginning.
I like to jump to the punchline.
All right. So me and Bunny have been married 35 years this May. We have been literally together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, pretty much our entire marriage. We have been working together for over 25 years. And that means we eat, sleep, work, drive, everywhere is been together.
We do not have the shared partner toilet, though. We don't do that.
We should, though.
No.
Every time someone posts a Facebook meme of that, I think, are they talking about us?
Yeah, probably. But yeah, no.
Yeah, it's all good. We actually are best friends with each other. We love each other. And some people, we don't recommend how we live our life to anybody. A lot of people can't handle this much together, Tom.
No, not at all.
Okay. So anyway, when one of the things that we realized, and on our last video, we said on our investment video, we discussed how we were going to talk about our DOT sleeping berth and everything. Well, we knew about it because during my orientation, they were basically saying, when I'm off, I can't be in the passenger seat while Bunny's driving or anybody's driving. They weren't specifically talking about Bunny. They were just saying you can't have a friend or a coworker or anybody drive you when you've done your 11-hour drive time.
Correct.
You can't be in that passenger seat. You got to be sleeping or in a hotel room or a sleeper berth. So we kind of knew all that before we went into it. So we found a sleeper berth at Dan's Hitch. Sucker was $3,100 installed. But what we thought about is, okay, so we drive to California. It takes us 3 days to get to California because I drive the trailer, Bunny doesn't. So it takes us 3 days to get to California, maybe 3.5 days.
Now, you can do it. I mean, I personally don't drive. But if somebody else drives, then yes, with the legal sleeping berth, you can.
Yeah, you can. But we're just saying, well, this is how we're doing it. Mm-hmm. So Bunny doesn't drive, I drive. So the reason why we invested the $3,100 in a sleeper berth, and I know some people say, well, you didn't take the front passenger seat out, so it doesn't make it legal. Okay, there's a big gamut, risk versus reward, all kinds of different things. We make our decisions, and we make our bed, we lay in it. We don't need to be blasted. So with that said, we got the sleeper berth, and our thought was I would drive the trailer to California or wherever it's going. And when we dropped off, I could go into the sleeper berth and then Bunny can go on as a driver. Now she could drive 11 hours back. Mm-hmm. And then at her 11 hours with her half-hour break, stop. At that point, I have been in the sleeper berth for 10 hours. I can then go in the driver's seat and then Bunny can go in the sleep. Now she can't be in the front seat. Mm-mm. Legally, can't be in the front seat, but can be in the sleeper berth for 10 hours while I drive 11. So what we figured is instead of coming back from, I'm using California because it's roughly 3 days, coming back from California, taking 3 days to dispatch another trailer, we can be back in 31 hours, which is basically a day and a half. So it literally cut a day and a half off of our travel. We could hook on and then immediately start pulling, especially if I was in the sleeper berth on the third leg.
When we first started with the sleeper berth, we were only taking runs that were at 650 miles because we knew that he could drive there and we could drop that trailer and then he could go in the sleeper berth. I could turn around, have us back to Indiana, hooking back up the next morning. Yeah,
she could have us back there within 10 and a half, 11 hours. And then I come out of that sleeper berth. She has me at the front gate of the yard.
The wrong yard.
Wrong yard sometimes. But she has me at the gate, a gate, and I can pull in, hook onto the trailer, do the pre-trip, and do everything else. Bunny legally can't do anything on the clock. She is off the clock in sleeper berth. And then I hook on and then I go another 600 miles. We were literally dispatching 3 trailers out. Mm-hmm. And we were basically making $1,000 a day every day. And that was a lot of money. That was really, really good money.
We did.
But we were tired. It really kicked our butt.
It did. We're not that old, but we're old enough to know that was a little harsh.
Right. So now here's where we go back in orientation. Bunny goes into orientation. Now we told you the story about where we are currently up to date.
Correct.
So we go into orientation for Bunny to...
You lost your light.
I lost my back light that shines on my bar. Oh. And they knew we had a sleeper berth. Mm-hmm. There was another couple in there that didn't know nothing about a sleeping berth. So they thought that she could drive him back. They were only doing 250, 400 miles. So yeah, she could have done that. And he could have been technically on the clock and Correct. Coming back. As long as it's within that 11 hours, they could do whatever they want. But doing longer hauls, they couldn't do it. Mm-mm. And so they were all set. They were excited and everything. And then when it was brought up about our sleeper berth, the girl goes, "What? What's that?" And so the girl at the orientation explained that we have a legal sleeping berth, so we're legally allowed to work for the company and do it. Also, it gave Bunny a key to the restroom. Priorities. But realistically, this girl says, "Then what the heck am I doing here? why did you allow me to come to orientation and pay all for the background checks and the drug test and the physical when I can't do this?
Mm-hmm.
But she could have drove motorhomes.
Correct.
So
Correct. And that's what I eventually did.
Yeah, Bunny ended up pulling motorhomes, and then we'd drive to one location, and then we would team drive back.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if you're going to drive with your spouse, understand everyone throws a bed in their truck. It's not legal. Our sleeper berth was designed by a company that did all the patents. They got government approval. When you get the sleeping berth installed, we have a net that goes over us that snaps into 3 places. And they give us all the legal paperwork. So when we pull into a weigh station, if they question it, we could show them the paperwork.
Correct.
And supposedly it's supposed to keep us legal.
Right. And you know what? They remove the
back seat.
They remove the sides of the doors. That way you have a full, 72 inches?
They give you recessed door panels, so you're actually wider than a stock truck.
Mm-hmm.
So a 6-foot person, their feet go into the door panel on one side and their head goes into the door panel on the other side, so they can actually stretch out. That is the key to making it legal.
Yes.
Besides the net.
Your knees aren't up in your chest when you're trying to sleep.
Right. So a lot of people say, well, can I just buy the door panels? No, I don't know of anywhere. Or can I buy just a net? I watched a girl trying to buy a net anywhere and everywhere. I won't sell my net.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no. That net's probably worth more than the whole sleeper berth.
Yep. So, but you know what? And then we decided, we got in this to enjoy life. We didn't want to just push.
Run.
So now Tom drives, and like I said, we figure out where we're going, and I look to see, I Google wherever we're going, or Wikipedia where we're going, and look up what's in the area and what we can see.
Right.
So then we'll just take a couple hours and sightsee and just enjoy it.
While we have a sleeper berth, we could do it. We don't. When we're coming back, we stop, and after about 10, 11 hours, we're good for about 10 or 11 hours. We like driving in the day. At night, it's a little hard. We get hotels. We did a video on why we get hotels versus sleeping in the truck. Do we sleep in the truck? Sometimes. Mm-hmm. But it's not about saving that much money when all of it's a write-off. At the end of the year, it's a write-off. So why do we want to put the money in our pocket today to give it to the government tomorrow when we can put it in our comfort and not pay the government tomorrow?
Right. And I'm learning tricks around hotels too, getting them cheaper and stuff like that. So for me to spend $60 to stay the night in a hotel in a comfortable bed
with a heater,
with an air conditioner,
shower, TV,
a shower, a bathroom. I don't have to, because we got to get up every couple hours to go to the bathroom, so it's a lot easier to do it in a hotel.
Right. So we did a video on why we stay in hotels. You could go through our videos. We did a bunch of videos on different things. These are just how we do it. It doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just what works for us. And if it helps you, that's what we're doing these for. Right.
And plus, remember, 35 years. So being stuck in a twin size or a full size mattress in the back of a truck.
We're beyond that. We want to live, not exist.
Exactly.
So, and I understand, but our circumstances are different than a lot of people. Mm-hmm. We own our house. We only have one car payment. Our credit cards are way down, but there's people that have a mortgage or mm-hmm. rent. They have kids. We don't have kids. They have all kinds of bills that we don't have.
Right. So everybody,
clothing for 5 people instead of just for us.
For 2. So everybody is in a different boat, and pretty much let people do what they want to do.
Right.
Don't dictate.
So
everybody does it differently. Everybody does it the way they want to do it.
We see a lot of husbands and wives going out together. We see a lot of team drivers where they do have a sleeping berth. We've seen some where they don't have a sleeping berth. They just want to be together and sightsee. They're both retired, mm-hmm. and they go drop off a trailer. Guess what? They got a retirement from another company. That trailer just literally paid for all their sightseeing, hotel, food. So what they do is they drop the trailer, then they make a slow crawl back to pick up another trailer, and they're literally paying for their vacations by driving to the destination of the vacation.
Yep. We've seen some amazing things this past summer. And for this summer, I already have my list of where we want to go and what we want to do.
Yeah, we went to Niagara Falls. We've always wanted to do that. After 35 years, we were able to do it because we transported an RV to New York.
Yep. And, I already told him when it starts getting warmer, we have to go to Arizona.
Got to drive through Arizona.
And we got to do, even though we've seen it before, it might have changed. We got to see the Grand Canyon.
Yep. And we've never seen the meteor crater. And where is it? Williams or Winslow, Arizona. Yep. So there's a lot of places
we've never stood on the corner in Winslow, Arizona either.
We've never done that. So there's a lot of stuff we are going to be doing. We're just not going to be driving 24 hours to do it. We're just going to do our 10 hours a day. We're going to enjoy life together as a couple. And it's not always about the money, people. It's literally money can tear people apart.
Yeah, absolutely it can.
So other than that.
And especially being stuck in a 6-foot cab.
Right.
With each other 24/7.
Especially if you don't like yourself as much as we like each other.
Or if your navigator takes you off the wrong exit.
Right. And we got to turn around every time. So if you have any questions about the Towaway, definitely subscribe to our video. We're doing a lot of videos. And feel free to follow us on Instagram, and feel free to follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. It's all TowawayCouple. That's I try to brand it. And if you have any questions, send us a message on any platform, and except for Facebook. Sometimes we don't really see Facebook messages because they come into where you have to actually click a couple clicks to get to it if you're not friends with them. But on Instagram and Twitter, I see those messages all the time. So anyway, send us a message, ask us questions. We may not have the right answer, but we'll give you an answer.
You might have to research it on your own, but we'll give you one.
Yep. At least it won't be a rude answer.
True. Very true.
It'll be a polite answer and hopefully helpful.
Yes.
So anyway, until next time, let us know if you want us to do a specific video on something specific. And if we have experience in that, we will tell you how we did it.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a good day.
See you down the road.
Bye-bye.